Plastic surgery can lead to teasing. But can teasing lead to plastic surgery?
I don't know, A-Cup, you tell me.
I was teased as a fat kid. They called me Patty Fatty, but it has made me strive for perfection in my appearance today.
Teasing does not lead to plastic surgery. Teasing leads to eating disorders and maybe becoming a slut, but not plastic surgery.
When Catherine was a teenager, she was teased about her flat chest.
The teasing was pretty hard for me. They'd call me names like surfboard. People would like rub the walls in the school and be like, oh, this is you.
Now Catherine wants breast augmentation surgery to put the teasing behind her once and for all.
You know, I'm at a phase in my life where I'm a mature woman and I just don't have the body that reflects that. I want boobs.
In a hidden camera experiment, we test whether voter reaction to a candidate for city council changes when we change her breast size from B to double D. Research has shown that frequent teasing in childhood is highly predictive of lower self-esteem and poor body image among adults. But can teasing lead to plastic surgery? Dr. Maria Gurevich teaches psychology at Ryerson University.
Women who seek breast augmentation surgery report greater appearance-related teasing during childhood and also greater use of psychotherapy related particularly to breast dissatisfaction.
23-year-old Catherine has just graduated from university, but despite being at the beginning of her adult life, Catherine is focused on what she sees as her adolescent body.
I've been the same size since I was about 12. Right now I'm a double A, so I'm not even a real cup yet. It's pretty sad. I only wear padded bras. I have different types and styles of jelly inserts depending on what the shirt is. I remember the first time I wanted to buy a bra and I asked my older sister, you know, can you come with me? And of course her reaction was, why do you need a bra? You know, you don't have any boobs.
Do you know what you're doing?
I've seen it done before.
Catherine's always been self-conscious about being flat-chested, especially in our family. It's not necessarily something that all of us have a concern with. Most of us have a figure that we're confident about.
My mother and my two sisters, they're all C and D cups. I got the short end of the stick, and I'm tired of it. I still feel like I'm a 12-year-old girl.
But are large breasts really an advantage for women?
Women with large breasts are judged to be less moral, less modest, and more likely to engage in casual, short-term relationships rather than serious, long-term relationships.
Large-breasted women are also seen as less intelligent and less competent than smaller-breasted women. In a hidden camera experiment, we put this negative stereotyping to the test. We're sending small-breasted Mary to a busy street corner to pose as a candidate for city council. Will potential voters find Mary intelligent and competent when she presents herself as a modest B cup?
Can I talk to you for a few minutes? I'm on my lunch. Okay, sure. Hi there, can I talk to you for a few minutes? I'm just running for city councilor in 2010. I'm just trying to get some feedback. Oh, okay. Have a great vacation. Hey guys, I'm trying to run for city councilor in 2010. I just want to ask you, okay.
First off, I would never trust anyone named Mary Jones. That is totally made up, right? Who's she running from?
Hey guys, I just need a few minutes to...
Sorry.
No, please. Nobody wants to talk to a politician. Do you mind answering a question for me?
Finally, Mary gets a potential voter to stop and talk.
So I'm trying to gather voter feedback. This is my platform right here. The salary freeze for all the politicians. No more TTC fare increases. Clean up the beaches. We should all be able to use them. As your first impression of me as a politician, would you say that I'm intelligent? Would you say I appear competent? Would you say I appear moral? Or would you say I appear as a good time girl?
Like, it's just a very first impression, but...
Yeah, very first impression.
You seem very confident, ambitious, definitely, like, ambitious to come out and talk to people.
Yeah. Great. Thank you. Yeah. I appreciate it.
You appear confident, you appear like somebody that I'd like to find out more about your platform.
Every person who stopped to talk found Mary either intelligent or competent.
You're intelligent and you're a good person.
Very intelligent. I would say competent.
You come across as an intelligent person. Okay.
Confident and capable.
Great.
And you have a beautiful smile.
Competent and intelligent enough to want to talk policy.
Ban handguns from the city.
Tell me a little bit about how you might imagine that actually working.
If I can show concern from my voters and that my voters show enough concern, that's something that we can put the pressure on the government to bring in that kind of help.
She came across as someone that, yeah, I would vote for. No problem. She knew what she was talking about, and she more or less convinced me right there on the spot that she would be someone that I would like to see on city council.
So I guess I appear intelligent because people actually want to talk to me about these issues.
So what we've learned here is that flat chests equal smartness. I guess because you have more time to do homework, because you have no dates.
Catherine feels that with breast augmentation surgery, she'll finally have the woman's body she's been waiting for since puberty.
I believe that there's certain characteristics that make a woman. You know, a womanly shape, breasts, a butt. I think that the main pressure in my life is myself and my standards of beauty and my standards of what a woman should look like. I want cleavage and I want to be able to fully fill out my clothes and feel confident in what I wear.
Breast augmentation candidates rate their ideal breast size as significantly larger than women who are not interested in implant surgery.
My ideal breast size is a D cup. Right now I'm only a B, but I want to get them done again to be like a nice fuller D.
Women who opt for breast augmentation surgery are more likely to be influenced by sociocultural norms of beauty that are depicted in media images.
In the second part of our hidden camera test, we're changing Mary from a B cup to a double D.
What is she shoving in there? Bags of rice, chicken cutlets? She's edible.
And we're sending Mary and her double Ds back to the busy street corner to pose as a candidate for city council. If the research is correct, voters' first impression of top-heavy Mary may no longer be that she is intelligent or competent.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Okay.
I'm running for city council in a couple of years. These are the points that I'm addressing. But right now I'm trying to figure out from voters, like, what's your first impression of me?
Pretty, you have morals and you're pretty, good person.
Well, you look very professional.
Smart, yes.
I come across smart.
I would give you my vote.
Maybe bigger breasts won't make a difference in Mary's political career. Or will they?
I'm running for city council in a couple of years. How do you see me as a politician? Like, what's your first impression?
It's ready to be taken seriously.
Really?
That's what people are thinking in the back of their heads. You watch and see.
Just ask me. Everybody takes me seriously. Come on, let's go smoke my hookah.
What's your first impression of me when you saw me?
Potential voters seem focused on Double D Mary's looks rather than her character.
I think you look good.
What's your first impression of me?
I think for guys, it'd be like, she's hot.
Purdy.
Okay. Standing here. Not that, but...
That's the first that came to mind. So.
Fair enough, fair enough. But I want to know, what's your first impression of me?
Okay.
Yeah, me, Stan the human. Do I come across as intelligent, capable?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, but hot.
She's pretty.
Yeah.
Really? You find that intimidating?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A higher top.
Oh, really? Do you find this too low cut?
Yeah. That's super provocative.
Really?
I would probably not support her in politics based on the fact that she probably didn't have enough experience because of her age, but I said I would vote for her on looks alone.
I'm sure she's not singled out.
Do you see what double Ds will do? They will turn your old man into a lecher.
Appearance-related pressures continue to be much more powerfully exerted on women compared to men. Not surprisingly, some women internalize those demands so strongly that they're willing to adopt extreme measures such as resorting to surgery to achieve some of those benefits.
Dr. Jerome Edelstein has been a board-certified plastic surgeon for over 10 years. He'll be sizing Catherine today for her breast implants.
Catherine, how are you?
Good, how are you?
How you feeling?
A little nervous, but I'm okay. I'm excited.
Just let me take a look. I'm just going to take a few measurements. Now, just going to sort of measure the width of your breast. Now, I have a sizer here that I want you to try on. This is the next size up. So why don't you put this in on the other side and really concentrate on volume. You know, if you're feeling, look, the smaller one I think is the right one for me, then that's fine. But if you can't decide, you may want to go with the bigger one. Yeah.
Probably gonna go bigger then.
It actually does fit you the best.
Okay, great. That makes me feel better.
Breast implant surgery is not without risk. Catherine could face complications. Bruising. Post-operative internal bleeding can result in an overall bruising of the breast. Scarring. Surgery under the armpit can leave unsightly red scar tissue. Abnormal placement. Poor surgical technique can result in a downward displacement of the implant in one or both breasts.
One of the possible social risks associated with the proliferation of breast augmentation surgery is that it becomes so normative that all women are expected to adhere to the same standards of appearance.
Catherine is willing to take on the risks of surgery so she can have a more mature figure. Her boyfriend, Will, brings her to the hospital on surgery day.
I think Will really likes my body the way it is now. He's always told me how beautiful I am. But at the same time, I think he understands why I feel this way. He's not necessarily for plastic surgery, but he's supportive of me and what my decisions are.
I think Catherine's beautiful. If it were up to me, Catherine wouldn't change anything about her. She's 5'9", slim, long legs. I think she'll be beautiful, you know, with or without, I think she's beautiful.
I'm not expecting to wake up from the surgery to have my life completely changed. I'm expecting that I'm going to gain more confidence, that I'm going to fill my clothes out a bit better. I'm probably going to be a lot less self-conscious and happier with who I am. I'm still going to be me. My values and morals are still going to be the same. I'm just going to look better doing it, I guess.
Studies show that women tend to think their own breasts are smaller than the ideal size.
Usually they say more than a handful is too much, but I don't believe that.
Large-breasted women are perceived to possess a number of positive traits, including health, attractiveness, femininity, and sexual desirability. Larger breasts are also associated with confidence and popularity.
While men prefer a relatively large breast size, women overestimate how large that size is. We're going to a cocktail party at a downtown condo to put this research to the test. We'll show the women of 20somethingtv.com, an online talk show, a series of bras ranging in size from 34A to 36DD. What breast size do these women think is the ideal preferred by men?
I don't know about you, but whenever I go to a cocktail party, I bring 8 bras, just in case.
So the question is, what do you think men are looking for as far as breast size goes out of all these bras?
Oh no, look at this girl. Look at her eyes. She's wasted. She's totally gonna say something cocky.
This is definitely the one I'm gonna go with. Because I'm biased and I think it'll fit me.
I called it. There it is. My boobs are perfect.
I'd like to be this, around this size, for sure. Same one.
You know what, I would probably go with the yellow. I would say that guys would want probably this bad boy.
Yes, I'm gonna go with the blue.
Most of the women of 20somethingtv.com believe their male friends will choose 36D as their ideal breast size. Will they be right?
I do think the women are going to be right. I think that the men will choose the bigger boobs because men are big boobs.
Catherine wants a more mature figure and is undergoing breast implant surgery.
Well, last night when I was taking a shower, I actually took a moment and looked at my body, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be the last time I'm gonna shower with A-cups.
Okay, so just in here.
I think my body's gonna look a lot better. I think it's going to be a little more womanly and fit me better. I'm really looking forward to waking up with my new body. It will be more like my sister's, and it'll be great.
Dr. Edelstein begins the surgery by making an opening in Catherine's armpit. Next, he creates a tunnel to the place underneath Catherine's chest muscle where the implant will sit. Dr. Edelstein can then open up a pocket underneath the chest muscle. Finally, the implant is inserted. After the second implant is inserted, Dr. Edelstein checks to make sure they are correctly placed.
She actually looks quite symmetrical.
Catherine's breast implant surgery took 90 minutes to complete. Is Dr. Edelstein happy with the result?
It was so smooth, there were no problems. It turned out exactly the way I thought it was going to turn out, and was quite happy with it. I think she's going to be very happy with it.
Catherine will be carefully monitored in the recovery room for several hours. A University of Florida study shows that women with bigger breasts are happier. Can breast implants make us happier?
Well, it made me more self-confident in every aspect, especially in the bedroom. Sex is much better now.
I have to say, I'm pretty happy, but it has nothing to do with my boobs. My brains.
We're going back to the cocktail party at a downtown condo. We'll show the male guests a series of bras ranging from 34A to 36 double D. What breast size do these men think is the ideal?
Say that one. Those are great boobs. That's what I said.
This would be, I think that would be the ideal boob for me.
I would bend you.
Those are empty, jerk.
Let's say the yellow. They're fun to look at.
Probably this one right here. Right in the middle. It's a little fun. It's not obscenely big, but not obscenely small. There's something there, but at the same time, they're not going to be, in 10 years, they're not going to be hanging down to the waist.
Most of these men chose 34C as their ideal breast size, smaller than the women's prediction of 36D. It seems most of these men are frightened by large breasts.
That's intimidating.
Oh, this one looks a little scary.
Be afraid. Be very afraid. I'm afraid. Oh.
I think these would be fun for about 10 minutes, and then I'd get pretty bored of them.
And then you'd get bored? Does this guy know something about large breasts that I don't? Do they just tell the same story over and over again?
And then another guy was looking at me. And then another guy was looking at me. And then a guy was looking at me. And then a guy...
Oh, enough, big boobs. God.
It's been 3 months since Catherine's breast implant surgery. Catherine's shape is no longer flat, and her cup size has changed from a double A to a D.
Cleavage is fantastic. Now when I look in the mirror, I definitely see someone who's a lot more confident and who's a mature adult. I'm more self-confident. I think it's a lot more apparent in the way that I stand, in the way that I walk. I stand a little straighter now.
Given that breast augmentation candidates report having been teased more frequently in childhood, perhaps cosmetic surgery can help to diminish the effects of these early painful experiences.
Has plastic surgery put the pain of teasing behind Catherine?
I think I get teasing, but in a different way now. I don't get teased about being flat-chested. I get teased more about having fake breasts. My sisters kind of poke fun at me a bit more, but I would rather them poke fun at me for having fake breasts than no breasts. I can fill up my shirts like my sisters do, and it's pretty exciting to be able to look a little more like them. I definitely feel more like a woman.